So,
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
All right, 5/28, 2020. It's Thursday. Thursday, May 28th. Almost to the end of the month. Can you believe it? I can. Again, I am Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. Welcome. If you're new, make sure you're subscribed. Maybe ring that bell after you subscribe. Then you can hit that little bell icon. Make it work with you and your device in the best possible manner that works. Folks, we got a lot to go over here. The looting down in Minneapolis, the what everyone's calling the white cop killer. Very heart-wrenching video to watch. Totally wrong. See, I don't look at things as color. I just look at bad humans, evil people making evil decisions, or just whatever you want to call that. But the looting going on now, I get it. This guy right away, you had a local cop do something. I think he got fired pretty much immediately, but that's not justice for people. I get it. But there are things moving immediately, quicker than ever. You have the DOJ saying they're going to look into it, and you know this guy's going to be indicted and all that. But before any of that can take place, people decided to burn, loot, and riot the city. To me, that's no better than this crazy killing. Other than, you know, it's lesser of a crime, but still, do you want to burn down your own city? I want equal justice for all. So if justice is going to come for him, the white cop killer, it needs to come for all these people burning and looting and stealing things that they didn't purchase. And you just went out and take, what does one have to do with the other? So for all of those people out there partaking in this, if you want justice to come, it's going to have to come for you as well. Otherwise, it's not equal. So think about that before you make stupid, foolish acts. All right, we're going to jump into a few headliners here. Again, make sure here at the Patriot Hour, we always encourage you alone, to think for yourself, do all your own research, come to all your own conclusions based off everything that you can look at that appears to be fact and, not fiction, but fact, D-class, things that you could wrap your head around. Listen to everybody, subscribe to everybody you want, check out all the different channels, believe none of it until you can verify it. Okay, let's jump in here over at the Gateway Pundit. We've been looking at articles over here for several years where they tell the truth and leave the Russia conspiracy theory stories to the fake news media. Okay, so let's do it this way. All right. So we got attempted looter shot dead by the owner in a Minneapolis. Looters later come back and clean out that same merchandise at a pawn shop. So an attempted looter shot dead by the pawn shop owner. So violent protests broke out Wednesday night, which, yeah, we can call it a protest when it broke out, but at this point, there might be some protesters out there still, but it has turned into a full-on looting riot, burn down the city. So it broke out Wednesday night in Minneapolis following the death of George Floyd by a police officer. Protesters in Minneapolis took to the streets on Tuesday and Wednesday. A Target store was looted by a mob of protesters on Wednesday night. There was a video of one man down on the ground being beaten by police outside of a business last night. The man was reportedly shot after trying to loot a pawn shop. So breaking, suspected looter reportedly shot dead by pawn shop owner, riots in Minneapolis. Investigations is ongoing. Let's see what we can see here. Yeah, you always say that. It could be. It could very well be not here. There it is. So you could hear people saying, he didn't do that, he didn't do that. Let me get you the volume.
I own the business. We close, okay?
¿Tú estás cerrado?
Ya,
Ok,
ya
está
está
bien.
cerrado.
Ok. Cuidado, ¿ok?
Sí, no, ya me voy yo para
Déjame
adentro.
que fuera a
Sí.
hacer trabajo.
Háganse, que van a agarrarse a balazos a la verga. Háganse, háganse, háganse. A para atrás, para abajo, para abajo. Ciérrale. Vámonos. Aguas, aguas, aguas.
What a crazy situation.
Aguas, 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 aguas. Vete en la puerta. You need to come in?
Let's go back. There's somebody in there with a rifle. Back up. Back up. There's somebody in there with a rifle. Back up. Back up.
Andan unos güeyes armados en el pawn shop. Aguas, aguas.
All right. So there you have it. What a bad situation, folks. Nobody's gonna really win from that scenario. I feel your pain. I really do, folks. The narrative here, I mean, it's been no equal justice forever. It's always been a two standard. I mean, I can just go on. I was up late last night. I did get into the Epstein. I got a copy of the Epstein series off of the Netflix. So there's a new documentary over there, which is just, wow, it's powerful. Why do I say that? Well, because it's the actual victims themselves telling the story from start to finish of their own encounters and how this web, folks, I mean, it was using high school girls, other high school girls using other high school girls to make money. Basically, they would drive over to Palm Beach, over the bridge to the elites little area of town, and just go right to this Epstein place, park, go around the back door, come up to a door by the back entrance through the kitchen, and they would be calling all day long. He had a girl that just sat there and answered the phone to take all the messages and calls coming in all day long from different girls that were like, oh, I can come at 4. And it was to get $200 to do massages on this guy. But some of them didn't like the other things that came along with it. It is bad. It is very, very bad. And it gives you the whole build up to that first court case. I mean, everything in this I knew, other than a lot of the witness or actual many of different victim testimony. Because you get so wrapped up in looking into the crimes and the things I didn't, throughout my process of looking at Epstein the last 3, 4, or 5 years, well before any of this came to the limelight. I guess there's that whole other part. I mean, I knew of the victims. I come across names, but not all of them. And this is, of course, new. So there's new. Since he supposedly, didn't kill himself, there's been a lot more victims. Some people were scared for the lies to ever come out. I mean, you saw the power. These people are narcissistic. That dude has some issues, man. Very, very disturbing, to say the least. So anyway, to do with everything in the last, this is bad. We want justice for this cop that needs accountable. But at this point now, there's other people dying. Folks, just because you're upset doesn't give you the right to go do something that evidently you wanted to do. I mean, what? I don't know how one goes with the other. Man, they killed that man unjust. I'm gonna go break into something and take something. I don't know where that. It's almost like caveman mentality coming out. It doesn't make sense. Clonk her over the head and drag her into the cave. I mean, come on. It's equivalent to just animal instinct. So if you're ever confronted with something, this is for each and every one of you out there. If you're ever, we all get upset and stuff with people, but in my later years, I have really learned to just sit there and battle with the tongue and get my point across. If you can, the less words sometimes the better in a situation. Try to take out all demeaning things of the other person and just get to the fact. I mean, that's very hard things to do. But if you're ever arguing with somebody, or you have argued with somebody, and you say some powerful words, and the first thing they can think, they get all jarred up and lash out and just punch you. They don't have much more in them. That's what happens. They talk with their hand, and as they throw it towards you. You need to learn some more skills if that's all you got. Or if you dealt with people like that, you might want to stay away, because they don't have much more in them. They haven't taken the time to understand much of anything. This has nothing to do with anything more than their own awakening, their own process of life. I couldn't. Now that was me, probably at 8 or 9 years old. I used to get upset with my brothers and sisters or whatever. You hit your siblings, and boom. So. All right. Anyway, again, I'm Michael. Just wanted to give you a morning little. I'm gonna actually work on. I got something working. I've been working on in the background. Started late yesterday evening into the late evening. Did a little bit of work here and there. I want to finish that up for you. Wanted to bring you these articles, give you a little bit of clarity in the or what we're seeing here, and just some words to go on. There can't be no justice for the cop that did the crime to start. This massive, protest is one thing. Now it's that we gotta say it. It's turned into something else. Now it's not safe for the protesting to be happening out there while people right next to you are burning down things, flipping cars. People are ending up dead. They're looting pawn shops, taking things that they want. And if there's going to be justice, I mean, as far as I see, the DOJ's already made calls. Normally it don't happen, but it's like, we're going to look into this. So the guy was let go. Now, should that police force have just arrested the guy straight up? I don't know the process. Maybe so. They could, of course, we always see this. To me, it's the same as up in the federal government. Name off all of this, Hillary's crimes, but we're not going to charge her. And then we're going to go after Trump for 4 years and come out with nothing. I mean, what the hell? You had something. It's like when you have something, go for it. When you don't try to make stuff up. We saw lots of abuse there for a period of year with our DOJ and FBI and all that. You had clear crimes, didn't want it. Then you make stuff up and you go after somebody and waste a bunch of our tax dollars for 4 years. I'm upset about lots of things. So we're going to keep digging, paying attention, and bringing it. Again, I'm Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here real soon on the next Patriot Hour update. God bless. Love all the Patriots. Thanks for all the donations and support. I got some letters in early this morning from the P.O Box. I haven't even had a chance to open them, but I really want to get to an episode where I take 20, 30 minutes and just read some things, talk to you guys. But man, every time there's something new that needs to be reported on. And that's the main thing. So don't think I'm not hearing you and getting all the support and love. Truly appreciate it. And we'll go over some other concerns and questions that people have been having here real soon, later today on the next video. God bless each and every one of you.